Hello, this is Multicade Matt, and today we're putting some solenoids on the Atgames Legends Pinball. And so these given solenoids are offered by Cleveland Software Design. The owner's name is Philip Ellis. You can find him on YouTube if you want. And this is the entry point for solenoids for his pinball. And so basically we're going to take a bunch of screws off the ALP, install these guys on the side, and just do a comparison based on exciters versus solenoids, and see if it's well worth your given money. And so basically I'm going to turn this thing around, and we're going to show you how it's done. Okay guys, we are starting in the back. And so we have to remove this cable right here, the ground, and then there's one cable that goes to the power supply, which is right here. And so just tug it by the little plastic container, not the wire itself. If not, the wire will yank out. So we're going to undo those, and then we're going to walk around to the front and then work on the screws in the front. Alright guys, so what we have on the front, there's screws here on this rail, on the front, on this side over here. To save time I took them off, so I'm just going to gingerly do this and try not to make that much noise. And then there's two screws that go where the exciters are. Cordially take this off here. And then this should come off right here with which goes to the controls, like so. And then there's right here where the exciters go is this little clip. You do this, and you basically smush it, and it comes out like that. Now the control deck's done. Now to get the TV off, there's two screws here and two screws right here. And so I'm going to take the glass off because I don't want to break it. So you push the glass down a little bit. And it's all there. In theory, I'm going to grab the TV, and it should just pop right off because there's nothing connected to it. See, there's our ribbon cable and our power cable. Alright, so that's a blessing. We're going to tilt the camera a little closer so we can see what's going on. Alright, so we have the TV off. And so this is a solenoid kit that comes from Cleveland Software Designs. So the left side would just be plug and play. You screw this in there and it would just work. And so the right hand side, the plunger's in the way, and so there's no safely way to put this in there and not break anything. So what I'm going to do is take the solenoid and the board off and physically mount it to the ALP on both sides. And also, in theory, in quotation marks, this should give greater, sensation on the flipper buttons when you hit the flippers. So I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to mount them here, and then we're going to wire up the buttons after that. Okay, the solenoid and the board is mounted to the side of the cab, right by the button. The cable topology is brilliant, and so he creates spades that go from the original pinball feeds, which is right here. That goes to the board, and from the board it says button, which goes to your button, and then the other one says solenoid, and the other one says power, which one's back here. And now that everything's live, that is crazy. Alright, so we're going to button this thing back up and do some gameplay. Alright, we're going to play one ball of Chack and Pop. I said this 1,000 times. This is my favorite Atgames table they've ever made. And so, let's give it a shot. But look, check this out. That is crazy. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright, so I'm going to turn this camera around and we're going to button this thing up. Okay guys, so to say I'm very impressed with Cleveland Software Designs is the understatement of the day. And so it's plug and play, and it's ridiculous how great it feels in the hands. And so mine is just, trying to figure out where this side of the solenoid goes on the ALP, because it's not designed for the ALP, it's just designed for, virtual pinball as a whole. And so this is ridiculous. And so I strongly recommend it if you want some sort of just, true feedback that's not just, vibrating things on your hand. And so I'll stop rambling because I am stoked. If you like this style of content, please give me a thumbs up on the way out. And if you want to see more of it, please consider subscribing. I do thank you for your time. I hope you have a blessed day. And remember, life's too short to only have one game.